folks, welcome to the Krida Talks podcast. We are discussing fan culture today, fan culture in Bombay. We've got Shiv from Liverpool Mumbai Supporters Club. We've got Tejaswini from the Dortmund Mumbai Supporters Club. We've got Shreyesh from the City Mumbai Supporters Club. And of course, Aradhana, my co-host with me. So let's begin.
As you can see, I'm not wearing a jersey.
It doesn't have a club.
I do, I just don't want to come out and tell who I support.
Let's give that.
Basically, it doesn't want to come out of the closet.
Oh, yes, man. We're talking football, not me.
So, how did all of your respective fan clubs begin in Bombay? Supporters clubs, not fan clubs. So, how did you begin with your supporters club in Bombay?
So, if I'm not wrong, our supporters club started somewhere in 2008 or 9.
Okay. Yeah.
And so because I myself am not from Bombay, I come from Delhi. So I have heard stories because when the club started, I was not here. So it all started with a few of the friends who were Liverpool supporters, and they wanted to get together for screenings and everything. And it started as a very informal sort of a meet, like you meet up at a pub, watch Liverpool matches together, and that's how it started. I remember Simab, one of our admin at the supporters club, he used to say that the first screening had around 10 to 12 people. That's it.
Okay.
10 to 12 supporters. They were just friends, and they came, and that's how it started. And they said that okay, we can do this at regular intervals, and we can do this more formally, and then
that's how it
grew. And today, a big screen, like a normal screening of Liverpool, has around 400 to 500 people coming over. A normal screening. I'm not talking about a Liverpool
It's not that big places in the city.
Yes, Rasta, like we screen at Rasta Bombay, and it's a huge place. And like normal, like Liverpool Norwich, I remember there were around 300 people, 350 people had turned up.
People turned up for the Norwich game?
Yes, Liverpool and Norwich. So Liverpool United, Liverpool City.
Oh yeah.
That's all madness. A lot of fun.
Can imagine.
Yeah.
So I think Liverpool still have some history. I mean, there's something to support, and we've grown up. I'm old, right? So growing up in the 90s, I know Liverpool was pretty much a household name, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna come to you in a bit. How did Dortmund happen?
I think a lot of us started following Dortmund during 2010-11, 12. That was when people started noticing Dortmund in India. I started the first supporters club in India. That was in Pune in 2015. It never went official because I didn't know that you could actually register as an official supporters club. I thought, okay, let's just get together on screenings.
Right.
2016 we went official, and Pune we didn't have much fans in Pune. Okay, I think in 2-3 years we only reached about 35 to 40 people.
Okay.
But even then I started getting messages from people in Mumbai saying like, are you guys trying to do something in Mumbai now? So I had like 5 to 6 connections in Mumbai, and I moved to Mumbai last year in August. November we kicked off the BBB Mumbai with 12 people, and we have 40 people already. So 3 years it took in Pune to get to 40, and it just took 2 months to get to 40 in Mumbai.
So one more thing before I come to you. You both are helming your supporters clubs, right? So both of you are founding members?
Right.
Very interesting, man. Your story, dude. I would love to hear your story.
First of all, I think, how anyone and everyone starts watching football and how we start supporting a club. The story is very simple. You just start watching football because it's not a sport that you watch since your childhood in India, especially if you're my age. So once you start watching football, you start noticing which teams are, how are the teams, which are the teams, how's everyone playing, what are the good players around. So when I started watching football, and that is pretty much the story of a lot of City fans in India, when they started watching football, it was that time. So it was the 2010s, early 2010s, and the kind of players we've had, like David Silva, the new players that have just come in, like David Silva, Yaya Toure, Sergio Aguero, Vincent Kompany was a bit old, but still the kind of players we've had in that squad was sort of the embarking of a journey of a lot of our fans, because I think at that point of time we were by far the best team in, at least in England, especially the style of play. Of course, we became champions later, but even before that, we were playing just amazing football. And one thing that I had even before I seriously following football was hated for Man United. And so that was certainly one of the deciding factors, because it was only City back then which could actually throw United out of their throne and just throw them away.
Let me stop you for a minute. Why were you hating Man United when you weren't even following football?
Yeah, I'll tell you. That was because of people. The kind of United fans I knew.
I can relate.
The kind of Man United fans I knew, they were just not. I mean, people I would want to hang out with. I just want to stay away from them. So I hated them. So I started hating the club. I had no clue about what. I had never been to Manchester before. It wasn't in my plans. But that, I think, hated for it can be attributed to the local fans here.
Which is very true, right? So I support Man United. Yes, I don't hate you, man.
But no, I don't hate you either. But then there's a major chunk of United fans which are
I absolutely
very
understand
annoying.
what you're saying. So, hey, I have had a lot of Liverpool fans I absolutely hate. Same with Arsenal fans, man. Really? Seriously, in the 90s, I think growing up in the 90s,
Yes.
this is why I started supporting United, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing, right? The Liverpool
Yeah.
fans, and this is what I keep saying, right? यार 30 साल से जीते नहीं है तो इतना आवाज कर रहे हो. I'm scared what's going to happen this year.
No, sorry to cut you.
You
but
please
I can understand why people tend to hate United fans, especially from 2000 to 2010, because United was this successful club, you know, winning everything under Alex Ferguson, and there was this certain air of, you know, pompousness and
Proud.
air of arrogance in the club, which obviously gets into the supporters, and you know, they obviously you won't say that, oh no, he's a bad guy because he supports United, but it's just that during the matches you don't feel like you're emotional and everything, and they come up with a comment to 25 साल से घुस लेके आप क्या so and you can't tell them anything because they are winning everything at that point under Sir Alex Ferguson. So that's why I have come across a lot of people from different clubs who have this united hatred for United.
Very well put.
So I could really understand why. But then now that I see United fans, but I'm pretty sure
Depressed.
It's not depressed, but it's like they are realizing that the high that they were on, it will take time to come back.
Yes.
And that whole sinkingness feeling is coming inside the United supporters, and you know, basically you are where we were when I started supporting Liverpool. Like I started supporting Liverpool in 2000. After like I was a big fan of Michael Owen post the '98 World Cup, and I was like, okay, he plays for this club, so let's.
That's how it happens.
Yeah,
right?
that's how it happens. I
Yes.
did not know anything about the club. I liked Michael Owen.
So I think something that I want to break here, I mean the myth or whatever joke that is like people find it funny that we are a young supporters club or it's a young club, but I don't find it, I neither find it funny or relevant, because at any given point of time there's a club that starts rising and people start following it. So it's a very relative, you started following it probably 2000, 2010, 2005, 2010. So it's a relatively very small period of time. It's a gap of 5 years. The football has been there, the club football has been there for 120 years. So I don't find it neither funny or, I mean, relevant. That this is not even an argument that you're a young club or
Absolutely
you're a
true.
new club or I don't know.
Absolutely. So I think, from my vantage point, that's the only thing I can tell you right now. तुम जीत रहे हो, हम हार रहे हो, हम बोले क्या
अब
यार?
तो हम भी नहीं जीत रहे यार।
It's just a point of, you know, in an argument, what else can you say?
which brings me to this really interesting point. What develops, like what factors develop the fan culture? So one is success, right?
Right.
And we've actually, I know a guy, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys might know him. He runs the IS Roma fan club in India.
Yeah.
There are also, I think you told me there were Wolves fans out here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes,
Wolves
there were-
fans,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes. In
3
Bombay.
Bulls fans. Yeah.
In
Yeah.
Bombay.
Newcastle United Supporters Club is quite big in
So
Bombay.
how do these ecosystems come up? Like हम इतना एडवर्टाइजिंग स्पेंड करते हैं यार, इंडिया में कोई सपोर्ट नहीं करता, लाइक
Correct.
ईस्ट बंगाल को कोई नहीं सपोर्ट करता, 100 साल पुरानी क्लब है. सो how do these ecosystems come up? Like how did all of you guys become fans? And Liverpool, chalo, come on, there was a lot of old success, right? How do Dortmund, City, Wolves get their fans out here?
I think there is a certain sort of connect that comes from within. It cannot come from looking at hoardings or looking at advertisements. When you actually start watching a sport, you develop a sort of a soulful connection with a certain. It can be either with a club or can be with a player. Now, if a certain player. So for me, that happened with David Silva. The first game I saw City play, I built a certain sort of connection with David Silva. But of course, since he played for City, I started watching more City games, and then suddenly that started happening with Man City. So I built that connection. Probably, I would say, Wolves fan or a Newcastle fan in India probably would have had built a connection with a certain player. Or maybe I have seen very arbitrary reasons for people following supporters like football clubs as well. I know a guy who likes Wolves just because he likes the jersey color. I admire Dortmund just because of the kind of fans they have.
Yes.
So if at all I start following Bundesliga, I would just follow them for the kind of fans they have. So there can be multiple reasons can lead you to connect to a particular club, I guess.
So, like you said, David Silva.
Correct.
Was there a player that you had as a fan?
No, it
To
wasn't a
to
player.
add to that, telecast probably helps when it comes to the EPL. It's always been there. That's not so when it comes to the Bundesliga. So how did you manage to navigate through that?
So firstly, back then when I started following, there was Neo Sports and Neo Prime,
Okay.
and you had every Bundesliga match being telecasted on that. The problem is now, once those channels have been shut down and Star Sports has all the rights, that's
Yeah.
where the problem is. Because now we're not able to watch matches,
Right.
but most of us when we started supporting, we had all the access. And coming back to the fans, I don't think any amount of advertising can create a fan. A club can engage a fan, they can develop a fan, they cannot create a fan. So even with Dortmund, it's just a matter of 2010, 11, 12, I got to know about Dortmund. I started following it, but I think I got my identity much later. Where I could say that okay, I support this club, and that happens when you associate yourself with a club. I think you must have heard of the term basking in reflected glory. And when you reach that point where the success or failure of a club is something that's affecting you personally, that's when you know that okay, my identity sort of lies in this club, and that's where the fan culture begins. And the support of the club comes in much later.
Do you guys? Do any of you guys follow Indian football?
Okay.
I follow what's happening in the ISL and the I League, but I don't watch the games completely. I just
Okay.
watch the highlights.
Okay.
So it's that level.
Do you go to the stadiums to watch the games?
Yeah, I've been to Mumbai. I've been to watch Mumbai City, not just because we've acquired it, but just also because I've been there before. Because I wanted to always had that dream sort of seeing the sport grow in India.
So you go on a regular basis.
Yeah, so I end up going about 4 to 5 ISL games every season.
I'm just gonna cut you. Shiv, I know you wanted to say something, but and it's a very interesting observation I made when you said we acquired Mumbai City. You're sitting in Bombay, but you are actually associating yourself with a club from Manchester,
Yeah.
which is very interesting, right? I mean,
Yeah, it is.
हम Bombay में बैठे हुए हैं, right? So
It is.
I don't think Bombay has a football club right now. That's how much I hate Mumbai City. Okay, but this is really interesting, man. We'll come back to that. We're gonna hold on to that thought. Shiv, you were saying something.
Yeah, I was saying about this point only. Why does a club settled so far away from us excites us so much? I think, as you said, I don't agree with you when you say that success creates a supporters club or something. Because if success was the only parameter, then I don't think we would be having a Newcastle supporters club or even a Liverpool supporters club.
I was just gonna come to that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
because we were not successful.
True.
For a good amount of 20 years, we were not successful. We were a mid sorry Liverpool fans, but yes, we were a mid-table club.
Ouch is what it
Yeah,
is.
so I think individually or as a group, I think the stories attached to the clubs help us a lot to follow a narrative. Like if I say United, then there is this whole backstory of Matt Busby, the Munich air crash, Sir Alex Ferguson dominating the league for 25 years. There is so much of story with the club that even if you are not a fan of the club, you say, oh, okay, this is something I want to read about. You know, maybe because of Liverpool also. Even Arsenal, like I loved watching Arsenal during 2003-4 during their invincible, because there was this whole story about how a French manager who was unknown to football came and changed the game.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
So these kind of stories really affect us, which I think we are still missing in Indian football. To create that kind of a fan base. I really loved what Sunil Chhetri did when he came up with the message and he said that, you know, we need you, and there was a reaction from the fans. And I think those moments, we need more of those moments.
True.
You know, like Didier Drogba going into the dressing room after he made Ivory Coast qualify for the World Cup, and he goes into the dressing room and he says that, okay, I want the civil war to end, and the civil war ends in his country. That's where the power of sport comes into play, which India lacks in cricket also, I feel.
Makes sense.
So we're speaking about success and how it develops maybe fans or maybe how it develops culture, right? So we've had multiple chats on this regarding how cricket came up,
Right.
and I think before 1983 nobody really cared about cricket so much. As once that happened, people started taking cricket seriously. Also, what happened was that success created heroes, right? So I mean, we will always need to look up to somebody. I'm just going to deviate from football for a bit. If you look at cricket and how it's come up, right? India में ज़्यादा हमेशा batsmen होता है. Pakistan has always had bowlers. It's because the heroes we've had, right? So if we try and relate that to Indian football, is that what we are lacking? That we don't have a success story which actually lets us go and maybe associate with it?
It would help. Because as Indians, if you look at our culture is like that, okay? We follow a Sachin Tendulkar. Even when it comes to Bollywood, we follow one particular actor. We are a group of people that really like the idea of heroes. So it will help a lot if we do have an Indian hero from Indian football. But then again, it comes back to you need to build football from grassroots. You have so many things that you really need to do in Indian football. So while heroes do help, it's not the only thing that can develop a fan culture. There are other things that.
I think India is currently, especially with football, stuck in that chicken egg story. कि fans नहीं आएंगे तो पैसा कहाँ से आएगा, पैसा नहीं आएगा तो grassroots कैसे होगा. So I think the only thing that we as fans can do is support the sport, support people, talk about it, write on our walls, and sort of help that spread that awareness.
But what is it that is stopping the football fan from going to an Indian game, or from going to a Mumbai City game, an ISL game, an I-League game?
It's a very simple reason. I think when you have watched something like a Nolan movie, you would rather not go and watch, I don't know.
He's just diplomatically
Give me a good
saying we're
analogy.
shit at football.
Yeah.
No, so we've watched like top quality football, right? So the moment you go here, I've been to stadiums wherein आसपास के लोग बोलते हैं यार ये they can't keep the ball position. Why would they would at that particular instant they would compare कि यार इसने clearance क्यों कर दिया, यहाँ से तो pass बना के game build करना था. तो वो comparison जब start हो जाता है ना, तो बहुत मुश्किल है फिर आपको कि वो उसको आप you can't start liking that.
Yeah.
It's really unfair.
It is.
It's really unfair to players.
It is, definitely it is.
But you're talking about a very small section of football fans in India. Actually, fun fact: there are more ISL viewers than there are EPL viewers. So the kind of people you're talking about are people who are hardcore PL fans or hardcore a La Liga fan or something. But then if you go to in Kolhapur, there's a local league that happens.
Right.
एक local match के लिए you have 10-15,000 people coming. People show up in thousands even for women's football out there. So we have hotbeds in India where people will come and support local talent, local games as well. And there are people who will not, no matter what you do, they'll never come and watch an ISL game because there's so much into the Premier League and La Liga, and you probably just have to ignore that section.
When it comes to the supporters clubs, I mean, I know Liverpool gets a lot of support from the main club based in Liverpool. I've heard that Dortmund gets support from their main club.
You were flown down to
yeah.
Dortmund, weren't you? I mean,
Yeah.
और कितना support
Well,
चाहिए
and
भाई?
you were flown up to City, right?
Yeah.
So is that something which Indian clubs, are lacking at? Is that something where they could do more of, engage the fans
The
more?
personal engagement,
Yeah.
I believe, right?
I think definitely.
I mean, you do go to the Mumbai City games, so what do you think about that?
So I think everything that's been happening in the, for example, an ISL club, the scale is obviously not at which the probably European clubs operate or the kind of budgets they have. So it all, I think it comes down to that as well. But apart from that, I think of course engagement has been an issue because those guys have been doing it for about 100 years. Probably when people like us who are so passionate about the sport start getting into those football club ka management, their corporate structures, their marketing teams, their fan engagement teams, we will be able to sort of create that kind of change, especially when it comes to that club supporters interaction.
True. With that in mind, Liverpool, yeah. So Liverpool again, it's got a lot of history. It's not the supporters club doesn't really need help from Liverpool to develop because a lot of fans are already following it here, but they still do it, right? Why do you think that is?
Because again, Liverpool is a brand,
Yeah.
and they are very much particular about their brand, like Dortmund or City or United, and they want their brand to flourish all around the world. It's not a local club like Liverpool. If Liverpool
Yeah.
में ही अच्छा
Yeah.
करे, they don't want that. They want that the sport grows all
True.
over the world because it's global. So that's why I think they support. Also, to the previous question where you said that the thing about our league lacking the quality or our league not getting up to the standards of the EPL or something. I'm pretty sure like our I-League is how long it has been?
I-League's been
20?
running for so it was
20?
National League tha. The
Huh.
National League then got rebranded to I-League, so
Yeah.
it's been 15ish years
15,
now at
15
least.
or
Yeah.
20, so it's
And then
a very-
ISL's been running for 6 7
Yeah,
years.
so it's a very new league. As a sport also our country is really new. So it's very harsh that we compare I-League to the EPL, which is one of the best leagues in the world, or the La Liga. So I think as fans एक वो selfless act करना पड़ेगा हम लोग को कि भैया we need to watch it and isolate it and watch it. We can't compare it to different.
Talking about that, don't we have the second oldest football
Oh, yes, we
tournament
do.
in the
Yes,
world?
we do.
Yes.
Oh,
We
yes.
do.
And the
right?
oldest
So-
in Asia.
And the oldest in
And
Asia.
the oldest in
And
Asia,
we
yeah.
have clubs that are 100 years old now. So,
Yeah.
and it's been in pockets, right? You spoke about Kolhapur, you go to
Even
Calcutta.
Odisha.
Yeah,
And
Odisha is
Calcutta,
coming up. You
obviously,
go to Kerala, you go to Goa, you go to the Northeast. I mean, any Neroka game, stadium भर रहा है यार 25-30 हजार लोग आ रहे हैं.
But that's what again I'm saying that लोग आते हैं मैच देखते हैं और भूल जाते हैं जबकि यहाँ पर here we watch a match, we discuss it throughout the week.
Yeah.
Like that's how
Yes.
we discuss it throughout the week. Sorry.
No, just to that point, वहाँ पे भी करते हैं. If you go to
Okay.
Kolkata,
Okay.
the rivalry between East Bengal and Mohun Bagan is discussed. I think every single day people are crazy
No,
and giving
No, I know about East Bengal Mohun Bagan,
Uh-huh.
but I'm talking in a more general
Yeah.
sense.
I think sorry.
नहीं, overall the thing is where football is existing, Indian support है वहाँ पे the clubs need to take a stand now. How do you develop your fans? How do you engage your fans even more? How do you bring you have a culture, you have fans,
True,
but then you have to take it from one level to the other. No, so
Right.
that's where we are lacking.
Man, I haven't seen
think
football
there's-
fans being these courteous to each other. I'm so sorry. Please continue. अभी झगड़ा कर रहे थे तो मुझसे
Because
टोके पहले
I-
ना.
Because we are discussing Indian football. Right? You like
she's a Dortmund
We're all depressed together.
and she's a Dortmund supporter. The Dortmund के लिए तो
So I think Liverpool
thank
and
you
Dortmund.
with all my
So
heart.
Liverpool and Dortmund have a lot of shared respect for each other, right?
loads.
YNWA connection भी
हाँ,
है, club
yes.
connection
Klopp
भी है.
connection भी है and like Klopp ऐसा आदमी है कि
True that, no, true that. Actually,
Yeah,
true
The
that.
new age Arsene Wenger.
We're not discussing
No,
that.
no.
We're discussing the business of the Shreyas, you were saying.
Yeah, so
something.
I'm saying basically, if we look at a simple, probably like a simple number which can be revenue generated per fan. So you can have 2 lakh fans in Kolhapur, or you can have 10 lakh hardcore fans in Kolkata. But are they actually contributing in terms of revenue
Very
to that
interesting
club?
point.
Which then comes back to them, because we definitely know that I mean, when we talk about Man City, they are generating enough revenue with every fan who's there, at least in Manchester or in the UK. So anyone in the developed nations, and when you compare this to the NFL of the US, which is like the highest ratio of revenue per fan, I think that's a very important reason. Which that money that comes from fans goes back to fans, that goes back to grassroots ka development, that comes back to the sport and its development. So I think where is India in that aspect?
अच्छा, on that note, when you first became a Man City fan, पहली बार में you went and bought an original jersey या कभी
No.
first copy खरीदी है?
No, it took me about because I was in college back then, so I couldn't
Exactly.
have bought an
So it
original
takes
jersey.
time.
Yeah, so unless I had like money of my own, I couldn't afford
You
it.
become a fan and then you get engaged, and it goes from one ladder, you go up the ladder, and eventually you start spending money, right?
Right.
But then that bridge, that ladder from being that just okay, abhi I'm a fan to okay, I'm a spending fan.
Right.
That part needs to again be addressed.
But
or
then
the club.
I think more than the club, I think if we talk about India, that is a concern that probably Modi ji needs to address. Because the top 1 percentile of the spenders of the country need not be watching the Indian football. Whereas if you talk about the numbers, we need to work on the GDP, man. let's discuss economics, man.
That will be a whole different podcast,
So
man.
now that we're discussing jerseys, right? You all support India, right? Indian national team. आप club छोड़ दो, आप Indian national team को तो देखते ही हो. कितनों के पास jersey है Indian national team की यहाँ
मिलता
पे?
ही नहीं है.
I bought it,
Ah,
man.
now
What are you
मिलता है.
saying? नहीं मिलता है.
See, when Nike was there, I really wanted the jersey. I couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah,
So I
Nike-
was available in
But the
Pink
656 is
656 is
Flower.
available.
The quality is
Yeah.
so bad.
See, now that's the point, right? The quality
Yeah.
is not good.
Yeah.
And so, if you look at what happened with the Nike deal, right? So they were not paying India anything, right?
Yeah.
At least 656 is paying AIFF some amount of money to get that. So, and the Nike jersey is what, 4,500 bucks?
Yeah.
But you did spend 4,500 on the City jersey.
City
didn't you?
jersey.
So
Not this one, but yeah, I have.
Yeah,
you have
I
spent
have.
4,500 on a City jersey, but you
Right.
wouldn't spend 4,500 on an India jersey, would you? So I mean, now if you see, and I'm not picking on you, dude.
No,
I'm
I
just
understand.
because this is not just you, right?
It's
A lot of
general.
people have this. So with the Indian national team, we have some amount of national pride associated, some amount of jingoistic patriotism associated, whereas with any British, German, any European club or American club, we don't have that. We just have, say, like you said Michael Owen, you said David Silva. I came in because of David Beckham.
Yeah.
Like growing up in the 90s, I said, hey man, amazed, मेरे को इसको देखने का है, right? So, but right now I would not have a Man United jersey because that's my only way to protest against the Glazers. I bloody hate you Glazers if you're seeing this. But why don't Indian fans buy jerseys? And then it comes to the bigger point where merchandising is a huge issue in India. IPL clubs नहीं कर पाए हैं. The hockey guys have not been able to do it. Kabaddi नहीं कर पाया है. So what stops an Indian fan from buying jerseys?
When you buy a jersey, it's not a small. I mean, for most people, it won't be just a small investment, right? And when you purchase your United jersey or I purchase my Dortmund jersey, it's because you want to wear it because that's your identity. At the end, when we become supporters, we are proud to say that yeah, I'm associated with this club. This is my identity. I'm a Dortmund supporter and I'm proud of saying that. But how many people are that, of course, leaving the Blue Pilgrims and some passionate fans, how many people are really like, yeah, this is my identity, and they personally connect to the Indian national team. So that's the thing. It's not about spending the money, it's about do you have that personal connection with the Indian national team.
I think it has something about the pride feeling.
Yeah.
I think when I still haven't probably developed that amount of pride in wearing an Indian jersey out still that I probably have been wearing this for some reasons. It's really I am guilty of that, and there is something that stops me from probably spending $5,000 still on an Indian jersey.
The current one's 1,500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The jersey is
It's
shitty.
yeah.
The quality is shitty.
But-
You were saying something, yes?
And also, yes, we are associated by birth with the Indian national team. But if India loses, and suppose United loses a match, we are more affected by United
No,
losing.
not for me. Not for
for
me
you?
at all.
Okay,
I
okay.
became an East Bengal fan before I became a Man
Okay,
United
okay.
fan.
So, I will say
No, but
that in my
generally,
life,
yeah,
you are the
yes.
exception here.
Yes.
Because I have seen a lot of people who are more associated with the clubs. In England also, they are more associated with their clubs rather than the country.
True.
And for me individually, if I say, because obviously अभी हम लोग revenue buying power पे जाएंगे तो वो economy का पूरा
Completely
discussion आ
different.
सकता है. That's a
True.
we will be opening a can of worms because obviously we don't have that much of spending power
True.
as the European nations
Obviously,
have
yes.
or the America, US has, you know. So, but if you come individually, I have not bought an Indian jersey yet because, and I have bought a Liverpool jersey because I am more affected by what Liverpool does rather than what
Yes.
the Indian national team does. If they win, I'm more happy. If India wins, I'm like, okay, ठीक है, जीता तो जीता, हारा तो हारा. मैं personally, emotionally मैं उतना connect नहीं हो पाया हूँ अभी तक. और Indian team, and I've been watching the Indian team for the past 9 years. Okay, eight,
Quite a long
to
time,
9 years,
almost
yeah.
a decade.
8 to 9 years, but I've not been following very rigorously. But I've been watching their matches, seeing, but still emotionally not connected. So
But-
that's why I don't buy the jersey.
But when it comes to that, what is stopping you or an average fan
Right.
from connecting with the Indian team? Is it again just the lack of heroes that we're talking about? Is it the gameplay? Is it the whole thing in general?
I think it's, for me, if you say, I think it's also the looming shadow of the European football that we have been exposed to. Because if we had not been exposed to that, maybe this was very new to us.
Right.
But since we have been exposed to world class football, world class players, it's just that we are humans after all, right?
Right.
So you would like to watch that rather than you watch this.
Also, I think it's the length of the journey is a bit too long. Probably, if I rigorously start following Indian football team, first of all, there aren't many matches for me to watch.
Yeah, right.
But even if I do, what is the outcome? I mean, let's say India wins again, drew that game against Qatar. It didn't really. We're still there itself. Probably City ke, if I'm watching a knockout game, I'm watching any league game. Even if I lose or win that game, that impacts my season, my championship, my cup. India mein, we are still there at 97th right now, I guess.
I think we've fallen down from the top 100.
Yeah, so the journey towards the World Cup is still quite a long one. Probably as we move closer, we'll have more people joining the bandwagon.
Sorry, but which reminds me, qualifying for a World Cup will really help the sport.
So I think not just qualify the World Cup. I think last year's Asia Cup, if we had
Yeah,
somehow
yeah.
pulled through that
Yes,
game and went to the somehow qualified for the quarters, hota.
It would have.
So
yes.
it then brings back to that point that पहले success आता है.
Yes.
Success आना होगा so that people follow. Also now, the whole pull versus push strategy, right? So Chetri had to push the message out for people to come in.
Right.
I'm going to come to you too because you've had amazing experiences with your clubs, right? So with you at City and with you at Dortmund, I think you guys are fans till your death, and you're going to make sure that next generations, if you ever have children, you're going to make sure आपका बेटा या बेटी City fan होंगे. Your kids are always going to be Dortmund fans, right? So with India, यार being an East Bengal fan, मैं stadium घुस रहा हूँ flag के साथ में तो मेरे को जाने नहीं दे रहा. बोला flag क्यों लेके जा रहे हो? ये क्या है? वो क्या है? Like, come on, there's no support from the clubs, there's no support from the federation. So, how, with the experiences you've had, how much does that pull you towards the club? So, I think I have seen a picture of you with Aguero. Like, god damn, please do talk about that, man.
Yeah, so the kind of experiences I have had, and it's not just because I'm a part of the supporters clubs, there have been various reasons apart from that, but the kind of experience I have already had, I mean, if I die after this podcast, I will have no regrets.
Oh, damn.
It's a big
bro.
statement, but it's
It
true.
is. It
Because
is.
I have lifted trophies with the 11 players in Pep. I I have had like a proper delegate lunch with De Bruyne, Bernardo, Bravo, and I have danced on Bhangra with Bernardo and De Bruyne. So what I have, I cannot go away from that club ever. And it's not just the success of the club. It's so I've met players individually. I've talked to them. So the kind of people, the human they are. I mean, it has even connected me more to the club. So now I even feel more, that passion and love for the club. That's just amplified by at least 10 times with which I've got with what I've got.
How did that come through? Like, so कैसे मिला यार? मेरे को भी करना है dinner. मेरे को खुद नहीं बुलाया था.
So I think
नहीं बुलाया था मुझे.
something that Man City is, that every other club started probably hating the club for is the kind of progressiveness that they have in the club structure and the kind of progressiveness that they have with the overall vision. They have a global vision. They want to build the sport. They have teams across the globe, and what they do for the fans. No other club by far. Like I know every supporters club in India. It's not even close what Man City does for its fans and what other clubs do for them.
Yeah,
So we are in so much touch. We get.
Come on.
Sorry.
I think you should know what he said, right?
Fan development is important, right?
We don't have fans that much right now.
You can call it whatever you want.
No, but-
I mean,
but honestly,
this is just banter. Like,
no.
I'm not.
No. That obviously is the reason. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
It is a very serious
It is.
reason. Liverpool and United don't need new
Yes,
villains,
they don't.
right?
City needs to develop its brand more.
No, but the thing is, Indian market. Everyone is after Indian market.
Very
Yeah.
true.
So that
And they've
I
made
have
huge
had
steps,
advantage
right?
for that,
City, yes,
probably.
yes.
And City needs it perhaps more than any other club.
No, but that is
But
true for any
that's-
new club coming up. No, I mean, and I don't mean this as a jibe, but
Not
even
really.
if Wolves is coming up, they will need to be more involved with their fan engagement activities
Right.
than say a club than say a City, because you've again been doing this for 10 years, right?
That's relative terms. But if we talk about absolute terms, every fan, every club needs to do that because there is 90% of Indian market which is untapped. So if United or Liverpool is ignoring that because they have fans in India, they're mistaken.
So this marketing myopia, right? I mean,
Exactly.
it's simple stuff. कि like यार मेरे already fans हैं तो मुझे नए नहीं चाहिए. So back to the point there. I feel Liverpool and the United Supporters Club, we've been given the opportunities to have meet and greet, right? So I met Berbatov, I met Scholes, I met Giggs, but I met them in Bombay.
Right.
Like nobody flew me down to Manchester.
Yeah. Same with the LFC World that
Yes.
happened.
So we've had that, right? So that amount of outreach is being done by the clubs. They're sending their yesteryear superstars to the country, meet and greet कर रहे हैं, basic चीजें हो रही है. I think with the supporters club we also get tickets for the games, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I know with Man United supporters club every game the Bombay guys get 20 tickets.
Right.
So it's anybody who's registered can at least go watch the game, and since you're impressed, 2 season tickets as well. So
Wow.
yeah, 2 season tickets and 20 game tickets. Obviously, you've got to the season tickets are there. Somebody's got to go show up, and generally they make sure that somebody's showing up. And the 20 tickets 2 months पहले आपको book कर लेना है. So pretty much every game there is somebody from Bombay going. So
Right.
and I've seen videos of the guys from Bombay that have gone to Manchester.
Right.
And Bishop's Blaze is the pub that generally people go to before the game for pre-drinking, and they've sang chants for the Mumbai guys. Right. And this are fans. These are actual match-going fans
Right.
that know about the supporters club in this city, right? So it's good, but it's not what City have done. City ने जो किया है, I think very few clubs have done that. I feel Dortmund has done that with you. If you could just speak about your experience.
So they flew me out in December. Dortmund, what they do is from many years they have a Christmas party that happens in the first week of December. So they invite 2 representatives from each fans club in Germany, and even अभी तो international start किया उन्होंने, but you get an invitation. So 2 people can go there. They do a lot for you, man. Like that whole party takes place on 2 floors in their stadium, which is literally the lounge facing the stadium, and the players are there. So you get to go, you get to meet them, you get to get your jersey and ball or whatever signed, and then you're partying. So you're partying from evening only, and रात तक तुम उधर
Germans know how to party, man.
beer है, free food है, and then they have these small playstations like FIFA PlayStation and different games and all, and then after the gotten their jersey signed, then the players come in and join. So they'll be serving beer for the fans. I got served beer by Marco Reus. Which was insane.
मेरे को तो दुलाली में कोई सर्व नहीं करता है, खुद देना पड़ता है मेरे को.
But there's a slight difference there. We ever like Man City doesn't invite anyone just because he's a representative of a supporters club. There needs to be a greater story to that. So if you're a part of a story or a content, or probably you've done something good in your community as a community work. So these are the kind of perks that we generally have. And then we have some specific contests that are like very frequent. So if you win a contest or something, you get these privileges. But yeah, the frequency and the amount of things that there are, the avenues that there are for a fan to have that experience are much more than any other club.
So the contest is something which Arsenal also does. A friend of mine won it. And one thing, I don't think anyone's spoken about this, so this is probably something which only Arsenal has done. He went there, he actually got to play with the players.
Karli Lal.
He actually got to play with the players, bro. Perez के साथ खेला,
मैं भी करता हूँ कुछ.
Like a training pitch.
No, yeah, training 5v5 game वैसा, not on the actual pitch, man.
Yeah,
Not on the actual pitch.
so hold my beer.
Where is your beer?
Sorry, hold my beer. I have played on the Etihad full pitch 11v11 again with players and legends and fans for 90 minutes.
Oh, wow.
So I've had that experience.
Oh, but you probably played for 15 minutes, right?
छोड़ना.
It was a 90-minute game. I played the entire game.
He's dropped the mic, man.
Wait, let me add to that then.
I'll show you a picture it was a fans versus players / legends match. There were players, we didn't even know it's gonna happen. We just knew fans will play. Players and legends turned up, and yes, we do have legends. In whatever small number they are.
Self-depreciating humor.
We played for all 90 minutes, and when I walked into the dressing room, there was a jersey that
had your name on it.
Had my name, and it was hung there with the kit.
But is this
jersey? This is not that one, but
is this something which happens? Is this something which happens regularly?
So that was a part of a contest that I had won.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
it happens every year.
So this happens regularly, right? That's what I'm getting at. If not you, someone from some other country is going to enjoy that every year.
That's right.
Damn, that is amazing.
But India has an advantage there because it's a big market.
Oh, yes.
So if someone from India wins it,
right.
that's a bigger advantage.
It's a global
Help the
competition.
club.
Right.
Oh yes.